hadith is not above criticism. Even Sahih al-Bukhari, there is, like you have criticism of Bible criticism, there is a critical method of reading hadith literature. When a hadith report is solitary in its nature, the text can be criticized by scholars. Even though they say Sahih, what they mean by Sahih is that the overall work is Sahih. Individual schools have rejected solitary reports. Solitary reports means one person comes along and says, this occurred. A scholar can come along and criticize that narrator and say that this narration is incorrect. This is found throughout the Islamic works, Fathul Bari and other works. But you notice child marriage is prohibited in the Quran. But that was not quoted. Child marriage is prohibited in the Quran. So when Muslims read a hadith which contradicts the Quran, they can reject the hadith, but they do not reject the Quran. Secondly, the hadith relating to the marriage of Aisha, there was a method of the Arabs that when they would pass into their teen years, they would mention their age through the numbers. They would say, for instance, I was 7 years old, and this happens in Bukhari as well. One of the companions, he says, I would lead my tribe when I was 7 years old. I would lead them in the prayer. Every Muslim knows that a 7-year-old is not permitted to lead the prayer. What that companion meant, he was 17 years old. And this is also a Jewish habit also. So many of the scholars, when they read that hadith of Aisha, radiallahu anha, they say that this, because Aisha was cognizant of what was occurring, she's reporting the event herself. A 6-year-old doesn't have cognizance of what is occurring. So they state that the age was in her teen years. Many of them have said that.